So it's been a busy couple of weeks for the English Watch. I'm sat in a car park. My eldest, he's off doing his driving theory tests. I thought, whilst I'm waiting, I'm sure he's doing well. He's done plenty of practice. We'll go through some Q&A. Now, one of my followers, Mark Trev, he sent me a list of quite interesting questions, actually, that I've had a bit of thought of through the day. I'm scratching my head a little bit, thinking, So, without any further ado, let's get into it. I'm Andy, and welcome to the English Watch. Now, this channel is about me and my watch collecting journey, an amateur enthusiast with an eye for detail, helping like-minded individuals like you start your watch collecting journey. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Please leave any comments down below and I'll get back to them as I normally do. Please also check out any of the affiliate links that you see below, and also I've started a buy me a coffee page as well, so you don't have to go full Patreon. I'm not asking for that, but if you want to just drop me a coffee, you can do that as well, which is pretty cool. Anyway, what have I been up to this week? Well, this week I did manage to get into London, and found myself talking to an old colleague. Now he's got an Omega Planet Ocean GMT, so the ceramic version. And I think I mentioned this one. We went on a flight to Sweden together the other month. And it was driving me mad that he hadn't set the time right. Anyway, managed to get the watch off him, set the time right, and I did put a picture in my Instagram, and I think I'll post one up here as well. Anyway, it's a lovely watch. It's 45mm, which shocked me. I mean, my Steel Planet Ocean's 43. Because it's ceramic and it's black, it just shrunk on the wrist. I was really impressed. Really liked it. Now, I think they retail about £9,000, but I've seen them on Chrono for under £6,000. So yeah, it's ceramic, so it's not going to show many marks of age and wear. So go check it out. It's worth a look. Now, whilst we were there, managed to find myself in I think it's called the Royal Exchange near the Bank of England, and there was an Omega boutique in there. So in I wandered, and they had a number of nice pieces in there. I mean, I think they had more watches or more of a range from Omega than I'd seen in a long time. And we did try on the new Aqua Terra small seconds, which I was quite impressed with. I'd seen it in pictures a few times, and I didn't really like it. I thought it was a bit too fussy. But when I had it on my wrist, this had the dark sort of slaty blue dial. It was on a rubber strap. I don't think this one came on a bracelet. I think the paler dial's gone on a bracelet. But I really like the dial on this one. I was quite impressed. I think if it had a bracelet with it, yeah, I think we'd almost be there. But I'm not sure with the rubber, because I don't know when I would wear it. Because I've got my Planet Ocean on the rubber for casual. I don't know. Anyway, so this got me thinking more about the Aqua Terra, and obviously I've got my father's Aqua Terra quartz from 2003, which my son's got. So I've been looking at more sort of regular Aqua Terras again recently. I've tried on the green one, which I do like. Funny enough, Ushin from the Thomas Watch channel, he's just done a Aqua Terra video, hasn't he? And Aqua Terra's been all over Watchbox, so it's whether it's one of those subliminal things where you see a few things and all of a sudden, you know, the thought pops in your head. Who knows? Right, let's get into those questions. Got them right here. So thanks, Mark, again, Mark Trev, for sending these in. Right, so we've got there's quite an eclectic mix here. So the first one is FP Journe or Gronfeld. I think that's how you say it. And then Jacob & Co. or MB&F. Now, I've not tried any of those on. I mean, they're, you know, independents, high value, high demand. I mean, FP Journe, all over Watchbox, you know, I think they've cornered the market. They're clearly pushing prices up, and you know, there's a lot to love there. I think the dial's a little bit fussy, not really my cup of tea. Gronefeld, maybe a bit more classic in their look. The two guys that run it look like lots of fun. So out of the two, I think my money would be on Gronfeld. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. Now, Jacob & Co. and MB&F. Now, I'm not a multi-billionaire, and to be fair, I'm sure Jacob & Co. make fantastic watches, but the fact that producer Michael, bless his socks, is all over them, it's probably not for me. An MB&F, there's probably something there, something that maybe something to do with, I think there's a machine one, isn't there, that's got the 2 dials on. But that kind of watch doesn't appeal to me anyway. And maybe if I was a, like I say, mega billionaire, you go, yeah, I'll have 2 of those, or make me one in this style. But I think the FP Jean Grandfeld question's a bit easier than this other one. So I've not got the mental capacity to make a good choice on that one. Now I think there's the 2 independents that I do like, a Moser and Laurent Ferrier. So I like Moser, I like their style. So I don't like all their watches, some of them are a bit big, but I do like the Streamliner. And Laurent Ferrier, although I can't name any models, I love the they're very classy watches, fantastic detailing, and I really like the style. So the right answer to me is one of those 2, not the other ones that have been mentioned. Anyway, right, question 2. If an alien came to visit, what watch would you show him or her to impress him, her, they? Good question. I guess the obvious one would be Speedmaster. But I guess the real answer to this question is you want to wear something where they didn't think it was either some kind of weapon or mind control device. So maybe one of those Jacob & Co's or MB&F's is not a thing to wear. Maybe something simple that just shows the time that it's big and obvious, like a, I don't know, big pilot, you know. Or I don't know, it's a good question. Something funky, maybe something with a dog on it, just to show, hey, we're a bit of fun down on Earth. Yeah, don't blow us out of the sky, you know. So that's a tough one to answer. I guess it depends on the intentions of the aliens coming down. So I think, yeah, safety is key here. So a nice plain watch. This one's tough as well. So if you were given £50,000 to go on a watch shopping spree, what would you spend it on? Assume everything is available at the AD at recommended retail price, and you can buy one watch or many. Now I've got, I made 2 lists very quickly. This is, by the way. Now my first list, and these are watches that I've tried on, well, all bar one actually. So the first list is an Audemars Piguet Code 1159 chronograph, black dial, rose gold, £43,000. Now I've tried that one in the Harrods. I really liked it actually. I haven't got 43 grand, so. Now to make up to the 50k, I've gone with, now this is assuming that I keep everything I've already got as well, by the way. I'll go with an Explorer 2 polar dial. Now I think this might nudge me over by a few £100, but I suspect there's a deal to be done on the AP. List number 2, and I think gold is a thing for both lists. Yeah, if you're going to spend 50k, you've got to get a bit of gold in there, but also get something that's a bit of fun as well. So number 2 then, so this is 3 watches. So the first one, Omega Speedmaster Ed White 321 edition. I do like that watch. I've not tried it on, that's the one I haven't tried on, but I've heard nothing but good things about it, and having something with a 321 movement and the classic pre-professional model really appeals to me. So that's the first one. That's £12,000. Next one is a JLC Master Ultra Thin Moon Phase, but in gold, £19,000. That's gone up. Gold watch. Love that watch. Tried it. Really like it. And I like that one because it's got the blued seconds hand, where the standard Master Ultra Thin date doesn't have a blued seconds hand. It's got a gold, and I think that's a mistake. I think it doesn't make the dial interesting enough for me. And then the third one, Moser Streamliner centre seconds with the green dial. Now I tried this one on a London watch show. It was Float Light from Scottish Watches. Let me try it on. Really liked it. Felt really nice. Loved the dial. Now that one retails at 19k. Now all those 3 together equal exactly 50 grand. So maybe that's the right list. Now out of those, I could probably walk into a shop tomorrow or today. Yeah, today, and get the JLC. I don't think I'll be paying 19 grand for it. The Ed White, I don't know how quickly they're coming through. Yeah, let me know if you've ordered one, how long it took to come through. I suspect it could be 6 months, could be 12 months, don't know. Then the Moser, I'm not sure if they've actually sold out. You can get them on Chrono 24, obviously over list. So I don't know with the Moser. So that would be a tough 3-piece to get hold of, but I think it's a nice spread of designs and styles. Right, let me know what you do for 50 grand as well. I'll be really interested. Next one, if you could change something on your Speedy for the better, what would it be? So I've got a 2018 Speedmaster Professional Headlight Crystal on the bracelet, so it's the previous version, 1861 movement. There's 2 things I would change. The bracelet, obviously, which needs to taper. I don't mind the design, I just don't like the fact that it doesn't taper, and I don't like the buckle needs to have incremental adjustment on the buckle. So that's the first thing I'd change. And the other thing I'd change would be the way the movement feels when you wind it. My watch, and I've tried 1 or 2 others, it's quite difficult to wind, and it's springy in nature. And it almost hurts to a degree to sort of got to rub your finger underneath the crown to get it to wind. Now I tried a previous model, so that would have been a pre-97 professional, so it would have the 861 movement prior to the upgrade and the rhodium plating, and that was beautiful to wind. That was really loose and nice. Now I don't know if that was just a function of it wearing down and being serviced, and whether mine will do that when it's serviced, I don't know, but it was night and day different. So those are the 2 things I would change. The rest of it, the dial, everything else, classic, love it. Right, next one. Do you worry about security of your watches, and how do you insure? Do I worry about security? A little bit. I mean, today I'm wearing my Submariner. Date. Now, I wore this one to London, when was it? Yesterday, on the tube, and I was pretty conscious of pulling my sleeve down a lot. I was never going to check my time on public transport. I didn't worry about it too much when I was walking around. It was just when there was an opportunity for my sleeve to slip down when my arm was like that. So that's the only time I've ever really felt conscious about safety. But I didn't feel unsafe. I didn't look around and think, oh, there's people hiding around every corner. But generally, no, I don't worry too much about safety. I think if you worry too much, you wouldn't cross the road, would you? Now, like with anything, you wouldn't go anywhere wearing the wrong clothes or in the wrong car, that you thought you were going to get into trouble in. But, bad luck can happen at any point, at any time. I mean, something could fall out the sky and smash my windscreen whilst I'm doing the filming, for all I know. Now, how do I insure my watches? I insure my watches through my home insurance. I make sure each one is individually named. I can't remember what the limit is, it's about £3,000, but even the ones that are under, I still name them, and I still make sure that if the market value is more than the retail price, that's recorded, and with serial numbers and everything else. So make sure you photograph your watches, your receipts, the cards that come with it for your serial numbers. Keep all that and make sure the insurance company knows about it. I don't think it's costing me that much it might cost me an extra £100 a year or something. It's not mega bucks. And considering one of them is this, which it's nearly £8,000 and new now, isn't it? But I think I've got it insured for 10 grand. Yeah, to replace it, and it's probably more than that now. So I probably need to keep thinking about that. And obviously, with the price rises now, things like my Speedmaster, Planet Ocean, all those things that are still, and the Tudor GMT that are rising in value, always make sure that you tell the insurance company every time you renew that the values are going up. Right, next one. So, what one vintage watch, say pre-1990, would you go for? Money no object. Now, there's a million places you could go. I think if 1990 wasn't the ceiling, and I could go a bit later, then I might go for the aluminium bezeled Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi. I do like that watch. Maybe one from the early 2000s. But if 1990 is the limit, I'd probably have to go with either a Speedmaster Professional from I guess the mid to late 60s, so 105, 012 with 321 movement. So the one that NASA actually took in and tested, the pre-moon. Or maybe the ST145, I think it's 02269. I can't remember what the exact code is, but I saw one. I was offered one before. It's a 1971, which is my birth year. It still has a step dial, but it has the 861 movement. It doesn't have the 321 movement in it. It doesn't have the dot over 90, but it still has some of the original attributes from the dial, as they were sort of transitioning. It's a birth year watch. Yeah, it's an obvious one, really, isn't it? But I'm sure if I thought long and hard about it, I'd choose something else. But every time I look for birth watches from 1971, they're always big, wacky Flight Masters or Speedmaster Mark IIIs, and it's not really what I'm looking for. So stick with the Speedy for now. Okay, we're starting to get into the tough territory now. So, if you formed your own watch company, what would you call it? Well, I wouldn't call it the English Watch Company. So what's that? TEW Co. I don't know, maybe TW. Sounds a bit like TW Steel though, doesn't it? Whatever they call it, so maybe not. Andy? Nah. I think sometimes you just got to, you either go with the Greek alphabet, Delta watches, or Omega. No, it's taken, isn't it? I don't know, Gamma. What's that sign over there say? Parking limited, pay and display. Nah. I don't know. Oh, that's got, is it ICO? Nah. So I think you've got to go for, Rolex has got it right, haven't they? It's a name that you can't mispronounce, doesn't mean anything in any other language. I say Omega. I don't know, is it Omega?
Former SAS types with easy smiles and expensive watches. Rolex.
Omega.
Beautiful.
I think Omega's the right way of saying it. That's how James Bond was saying it, wasn't it? So I've just been trying to train my mind into saying Omega. No, sorry, Amiga instead of Omega. Maybe that'll never happen because I've been saying it for so many years. Brand name, I don't know. It's really difficult. If we look around this car, airbag, mode. It says mode on there. Mode watches, maybe. What else we got? Resume, limb. BMW's taken, isn't it? Sony's taken. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Oh, here's a good one. Sigma watches. That been someone had that? Sigma. It's an option, but I've absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. Right, last one. Now this one. Well, let's read the question. So, favourite complication in a movement could be an informative complication, e.g. day-day, or functional complication, e.g. remontoire. Now, there's all sorts, complications. You can have chronograph, moon phases, just a simple date. Annual calendars, perpetual calendars, blah blah blah. Loads of things. But I remember I was at the Red Bar the other week over in Bristol. I was speaking to some guys. We were talking about watch accuracy. And one of them was saying he doesn't really care. Sometimes he goes out and doesn't even set his watch. Well, my friend's like that with his Planet Ocean. It drives me crazy. And I was joking that if I put a watch on to go out, I'll be there waiting to set it. So I'll be saying to my wife, wait, I've got to wait for it to go round, and then I'll pull the crown out, and then I get my app out, wait for it to get to the atomic time, and then I'll click, as though I'm on a mission, and every second counts, because I've got to set the explosives off at the same time as my my counterpart. But then I was thinking, so what's the most important thing to me? So most watches I have a date. So date, I think, is quite important, but not critical. So I'm thinking the most useful thing for me would be a zero reset. So when I pull the crown out, Yeah, the second hand flicks up to 12, and that will save me and my good lady lots of time messing around. Yeah, 0 reset. I think that's pretty cool. You can keep your tenths of a second chronographs and your flipping calendars and all that stuff, because yeah, anyone can do that, can't they? But yeah, that was 0 reset. The only watches I've seen it on are, there was a Panerai that I saw it on. I think there's a JLC. There's not many. So come on, watch companies, 0 reset. That's where it is. Anyway, right. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that Q&A. I'll do it again one day. I quite enjoyed that, actually. Anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know your answers. I'll be really interested. Hopefully the sound is okay on here. I've used my Sony A6400 with the Rode shotgun mic. Hopefully it's not too echoey against the windscreen, but we'll know when we get into the editing, and I'll try and put some pickies of the watches that we've been talking about up on the screen as well. Anyway, until next time, I've been Andy. This has been English Watch. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.